Hey, it's me, Veronica, and I want to come to you before you watch this week's Divine Download. Now, I was guided to mention in the Divine Download all of these little snippets and all of these little pieces. But after I got done recording the video, Spirit came to me loud and clear, and this is the message that they delivered. Veronica, we have given you the ability to do divine downloads the way that you do them because you are doing what you are ultimately meant to do, and that is to teach. So please understand that divine downloads are teaching videos. And what we mean by that is you are teaching people to intuit and use their psychic and mediumistic abilities for themselves. You are not spoon feeding them information. You are not telling them what to be or how to be. You are leaving an open space for them to interpret the message, which ultimately teaches them how to use their intuition. So, how brilliant is that? I hope you enjoy this week's Divine Download. Get your pens, get your soul journals, and remember, this is a co-creative process. We're not spoon feeding you. You got to do the work. Enjoy. Hey everybody, I am Veronica Drake, and I'm all about making the spiritual practical. Welcome to Divine Download. Divine Download is a series or a message here and there that Spirit brings through me, and because I like to talk, bring it to you. The only way you're going to get it is if you subscribe to my channel. So you'll see a little subscribe button below, and if you really want to be in the know, click the little bell, because the minute they talk to me, I talk to you, you get notified. So here we go with this week's message. Are you ready? I'm using tarot cards. So the first message comes from the King of Swords. And what the King has come to tell us, you got this. No matter what comes down the pike, and there's stuff coming down the pike, the King wants to remind you that you are like no other, and that you absolutely have the power and the authority to shift out of what no longer works for you. So I'm going to look at my notes here, because as I was touching the card and getting the energy of the card, messages were coming in. So the word that I got with this was fair. You are going to find yourself in judgment of certain situations, but the reason that you are in judgment of them is because others have asked you to step forward, because they recognize you as a fair individual who will look at both sides, and you will come to a balanced decision. Now, the other thing you need to know about this, engage your mental processes. Yeah, we talk about feelings. We want you to feel your way through it. And yes, we do. Feelings, intuition, knowing. But this week is going to have you needing to marry your intellect with your intuition. Now, you might want to look at something and you might want to say, well, this makes me feel like this. And then you want to jump into the feeling, and then you want to see intellectually, how can you bring that feeling forward in a responsible way? There's the key, responsible way. So let's see. The other thing the King came to tell you is you may find yourself being challenged by authority. Now, maybe you're going a little too fast and you're going to get a speeding ticket. Could be that simple. Maybe the kids are going to say, oh, no, I'm not cleaning my room. Okay, that's very simplistic. Authority. It could also mean lawsuits. Lawsuits come to a conclusion. Something to do with the law is front and center. Now, maybe it's not you directly, maybe it's somebody who's close to you, but everything that's been culminating with this particular situation involving the law comes to an end. Is it a dispute over an estate? Is it a dispute over land? Are you simply closing on a new home and there's been some hoops to jump through? Only you know what this means. So what else does the king have to say? Let's see. One last thing. SB. It's time for a spiritual breakthrough. That's what he's telling us. Now, the next card is the Three of Swords. Now, this card looks pretty ominous, but here's what I want to say. Just because Spirit says to me, choose 3 tarot cards, not necessarily does one card have to do with the next. So I want to be very clear about that. What this card is reminding you of, you are human and there are hurts. You will find yourself feeling like, look at this card, your heart was pierced. You will find yourself, because of the number 3, perhaps involved in a triangle. Now, that doesn't have to be a romantic triangle. It could be something to do with 2 siblings and you. It could have something to do with 2 coworkers and you. It could have something to do with the person you love not being honest. There is a piercing of your heart. There is a letting go of, there is a let down feeling coming your way. But let's remember something. Also in this energy space is the King of Swords. So let's just say, I love my phrase, like a boss, you're going to handle whatever comes your way because the king is right there with you. Okay? So don't forget that. Everybody has rainy days. Everybody has showers. Everybody weathers the storm. And so this card, I'm looking at the words I wrote down. Oh, this card is also telling you to keep a clear head. Don't get emotionally in over your head. So that means keep control. Don't let somebody push your buttons, okay? It's just not worth it. Now, I know there's a lot of messages here. I know that it goes here and there and everywhere, but I promise you, these messages are just given to me in little snippets, in little spurts. When I see the card, it triggers something, Spirit gives me a word. And that's why maybe that might feel like they're not cohesive to you, but the truth is the little snippets are going to hit you more than one big, profound, succinct message is what Spirit is saying to me. Now, the next card we have is the Five of Swords. And guess what? This looks very ominous, right? You see the clouds. The truth is what he's telling you is, I'm looking for the word that they gave me. Oh, this suggests betrayal. There is someone close to you that has gone behind your back and has just twisted the story around. Now, nothing detrimental, nothing that's going to end your life. They just didn't accurately represent what you would have wanted to be represented. So what you're going to need to do is to pick up your energy, pick up and start over, meaning talk the talk that addresses the situation. How are you going to know what situation it is? Well, you probably, if you scan your most recent happenings, you probably can identify something you weren't quite forthcoming with, and maybe you didn't articulate your perspective or your opinion on it accurately, which left room for somebody to manipulate your words. Pay attention. Did you say something about Aunt Sally, but not say it in quite the right way? And so cousin Susie took it back. Did you mention a coworker's project and performance, meaning one thing, but the other person heard something else? It's all about perspectives. Think before you speak. Now, again, pieces, fragments, intentional. Maybe you don't like this kind of message. Maybe it doesn't resonate with you. Again, totally cool. Just don't listen to it. If you love it and you want your own message and you want to explore yourself spiritually as a human being and as a soul, book a reading with me, veronicadrake.com. I look forward to getting to know your energy and your soul. Until next week, watch it in a good way.